the bell to start the round. And that hook scores. There's a counter shot. Punch, counter punch. Got to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Well, I hope you brought your sunglasses because we're fighting outside, and what a main event this should be.
So Todd, let me explain to you. You're outside. Nobody can turn the temperature down. Nobody can turn the sun down. When that sun's beating on you, when you're tired, when you're frustrated, when you're getting hit, when you're getting hurt, there's no cool fan that's dropping in there. This is where it's real fighting, fighter on fire.
Some real good back and forth between these two fighters. A straight right just misses.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
You'd like to see more jabs. Punch, counter punch. Those counter punches have to hurt. You don't want to trade shots. They both want the knockout. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Hamed in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the... We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punch. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
To beat a counter puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Both men step back for just a moment. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
This fighter embodies the cardinal rule of boxing. Hit and don't get hit.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
Misses with the jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Let's talk about Hamed in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. They ring the bell, and here we go. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Insane action. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Unlike the heavier fighters, these fighters throw so many punches, it's hard to keep up. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Looks like he's going to try and bait his opponent here. Punch, counter punch. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Do you believe this? When are we going to see a jab from these two? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Nice counter. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Let's talk about Hamed in that last round. I promise you, all three judges. They ring the bell, and here we go. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. How about that time counter shot? Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
No rest for the weary. And Hamed just got rocked. He landed everything he's got, but he can't get him out of there.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
They are giving us a high-tempo show. Good counter punch. They both want a knockout, you can tell. You can tell you know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Hamed in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation. And there's the bell to start the round. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right? Dalton Smith just took a big shot. Dalton Smith couldn't take anymore, and down he goes. It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
He's back on his feet, but his opponent is licking his chops right now.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen, now it's down to them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. different tactics.
He misses with that jab. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Let's talk about Smith in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
Well, you know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of counter-punching.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Beautiful counter-punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. When are we going to see a jab from these two? They better start respecting each other's punching power. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork, or you're going to be a cooked goose.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So
despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Hamed in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round. They ring the bell, and here we go. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Both men step back for just a moment. He threw a punch and just got countered. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Punch, counter punch. You'd like to see more jabs. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. talk about Hamed in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
These two are the perfect dance partners. Both men step back for just a moment.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
The perfect counter lands. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. When you watch lightweights, you expect high-level footwork and hand speed, and that's what we're getting here this afternoon. Nice counter. Let's talk about Hamed in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes. And there's the bell to start the round. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out of the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two. Only catching air with that hook.
Very close match. It shows the skill.
Oh, Hamed! Now in serious trouble. And it appears he weathered the storm. How, I'm not sure.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
That jab misses. Has to be careful for that. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Hamed now. Oh no, is he going to go down? Let's talk about Hamed in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy. They ring the bell, and here we go. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
When are we gonna see a jab from these two? In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counterpunch.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Big counter punching. Some might have thought the fight a little bit closer, but the judges are in agreement. A unanimous decision win.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision.